I first of all apologize that I forgot to press record until partway through for the second movement. So I'm sure that's what that text is about. That someone texted me. Not recording. Thanks, Pavlina. You have to shout it out though because I can't hear it. I can't see the. Okay. Good. So good. I haven't heard you in a really long time, obviously, as discussed, and really good. You sound like confident in your sound.
Okay.
It's really good. Well, why don't you say, how do you feel, Jenny?
No, I think I was quite nervous, like trying to follow the piano.
Well, you've probably never done this with piano.
Well, just a couple times.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big
Yeah,
piece.
it's a long song.
It's long.
I haven't sung like all three.
Yeah, it's long. There's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot. And that middle movement, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the second movement is way more difficult than the other two. It doesn't sound like it because it's not flashy. Long breaths. It's hard to remember. It's hard to memorize. Take it from me. Start memorizing it now because that second movement is it's really hard to remember it. Yeah, but it's sounding like your voice is sounding really nice and complete all the way through. Okay, thoughts from you guys. I'll get to you guys in a second. Anything you guys want to say?
So long.
So long.
It used to be really hard to keep everything all the time in the same position, and you know what I mean. It's so yeah, this to be crazy. Yeah, so good job. Yeah.
Anyone else have anything they want to say? Very good. Okay, what about you guys? Sandra's saying she has a really nice spin on her high notes. Yeah, high notes are really pretty. I don't know what it sounds like there through the microphone, but I mean, you do not have a big voice. You don't have a big voice. You just don't. But you have. It's really clear and like it pings, right? Like I'm sure you guys can hear that back there. That those high notes are really clear. It's really good. And your low stuff. Well, you've had good low notes for a long time now. It's good. Okay. Good. So I think the thing with this piece and with really any religious text from Mozart or really anyone is that it's really repetitive text over and over. And it's hard to find something interesting to say on the 101st time you said Alleluia. Right? It's hard. And it's hard to do the same thing with exultate jubilate. Okay, well, how many times have I said this now? Oh, 6. Right? It's not like singing Schubert. It's very different. So we have to find interesting ways of saying it. So for me, what is lacking is an energetic breath, first of all. And that feeling of like, listen, everybody, I have something so exciting to tell you. And it's just like you're just ebullient. You're just overflowing with excitement. Whether you believe this kind of text or not, whether you're religious or not, doesn't matter. You have to sell it like you do believe it. So it's more than just singing the notes. It's about going through the phrases and having I mean, this doesn't have a story per se, but you have to really commit to what you're singing. And so sometimes it's easier to approach these kinds of pieces as an instrumentalist rather than as a singer. Like if I were playing this on the clarinet, like I would really like, be really rhythmic in the way I shift, in the way I press the keys and everything. Okay. Okay, so this is a pretty long piece. Can we start with the second movement for now? I don't want to miss out and not get to all your pieces. So if we can start with the Tu Virginum. Sure. It's about phrasing in this one. So I want you to stay in the legato throughout the whole thing. Keep like as if you're keeping the bow on the string and you're really committing to the bow staying on the string. You don't want it to be too light. You want to stay on it all the time. Okay, so let's start from the beginning of that. Yeah, so do you feel how that goes? Right? It doesn't go dona. You really have to think like in like curly phrases that never stop. There's no corners, there's no stopping. Try it again. That's it. Let's keep going. Great. Really beautiful. So every time we end a short phrase, there's an appoggiatura on the downbeat, right? Every time. And that's just, you just got to lean into it a little bit. So I like what you're doing a lot. Can I just see? Where did we just end? Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so then these dotted quarter notes, I would like you to feel that you can open up into them and then you can even keep opening as you sing them. Can you give me a B? Right, so that you're still moving. You're not just going but it's not pushing. It's just opening. Yeah? Okay, so let's go from that one. The B measure 33 or something. Here we go. Now blossom. Okay, good. So if you go to that feeling right away, stay in that opening. You're sort of going, oh, I don't know if I'm going to like this. High note. You do. You have high notes like crazy. So go. Just that one. Now here we go again. Yeah. So Jenny, sometimes I just feel like you're apologizing. I want you to sing through. Sing all the time, full body singing. Yeah? What is another student that does that? Which one of you is that? Anastasia. That's who it is. I don't want to put you on the spot, but we were talking about it last week. I'm just going to try this note, and if it works, then I'll sing it. No, sing it. You know how to sing. Okay, here we go. Let's try that same spot. Let's go 33 again, or whatever that was. Go. Now sing like you mean it. Yes. Keep going. Yeah, good. Jennie, this is so good. What a difference a year makes. Really good. I'm just curious because I'm not your teacher and I haven't seen you in a really long time or heard you. What do you feel you have improved on this year?
I think I have like more sensitive ears to tell like what is a good sound.
Great. And also a more sensitive feeling, like the sensation, right? Yeah. I also just hear so much more courage maybe in the way that you phrase and you make music. It's really different. Good for you. You should be very proud of yourself. It's really good. Like I always tell you guys, it's hard to know when you're in the in it every single day. It's hard to know if you're making any improvements. It's not like cleaning house where you actually like okay, there, that's done. It's hard to know. Yeah, but unlike cleaning house, it stays learned. Once you've learned it, it stays learned. Cleaning house, it gets dirty again, right? So it stays learned. That's why I like to read. Once I've read that book, it stays read. It's not like the dishes. Okay. Okay, so let's just figure out your word placement there. Where did we stop there? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot my notes.
Oh, okay. So where do you want to start from? Measure 42. Great. Should we figure out the breath there, breathing there? That's hard, hey? And then you're going to breathe there. Okay, so then actually breathe. I feel like you just kind of went, am I supposed to do it here? That is really long. And I agree that that breath in parentheses is a good idea if you need it. But that's long. So make sure, though, that you actually let it go and actually take that breath there. Okay, so let's try it again. Same spot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's the end of that movement, right? No, it's not. Good job. Oh, no, it keeps going. Oh, my gosh. Do you know what? I can hear myself after, let's say 20 years making the same mistakes. I can hear my own mistakes in my head with this. I can still hear myself making those mistakes. Oh, because I learned it wrong the first time 20 years ago. This long, that no, not the notes. That. And I always came in on the downbeat instead of on beat 2.
Oh, yeah,
And
it's
I
tricky.
still hear myself
Still
making that.
count.
It is very hard.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
Yeah,
Those
it is.
mistakes. Like, so let that be a lesson. Don't learn it wrong the first time, because it will come back to haunt you for the rest of your life. I'll probably be an old lady in a nursing home still singing the wrong things. Okay, let's go on. Let's go on. Stay, like enjoy those little semitones and whole tones. They're beautiful. Good. I think you can enjoy the swing a little bit more on that. Do you know what I mean by the swing? Oh no, just enjoy the way the rhythm feels in that. I know it's not really anything too interesting. It's just a bunch of quarter notes, but you can enjoy it more. Enjoy it. Melt into it. Okay, so that's a crazy spot, right? That's a long thing.
I'm scared to spin there to use all my hair.
Why? You won't use your air if you spin.
Really?
You'll actually be more, you'll have more. Spin it right away. You'll have more. Rather than if you try to hold it back. If you try to hold it back, your body kind of goes into emergency mode. So good. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Okay. So you have big breath written right there, which is true. But also it's the kind of breath where you have to feel like ready because you're going straight. You're going from quite low, like pretty much chest voice, like mixed chest voice, into the top. And you only have one breath in which to find your way up there. So it has to be one of those breaths where you release what you've just done, but then you also have to be like in ready mode. Like you have to have the space up here for the breath and the vowel on the breath. Is that an F sharp? I think so. Yeah. So the breath has to be, pardon me for a minute. There, that. Yeah. If you breathe in the space of the octave lower, it's too low and it's hard to get up there. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go from, can we go from the top of page 14, Nina? So we're going to do that breath in the right space, and then you're going to spin like crazy through this whole thing. Okay, here we go. breathe in the space. Yes. Release. Here we go. Yay. Wait, I think you have a bit more time. That's another entrance that's really hard. It is. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So I think in general, this is the hardest memory spot, I think, in the entire piece right here. There's just a lot of corners of things that you repeat, but you don't quite repeat them, and then you have to remember where they're going. It's a very tricky little moment. It's really easy to skip like 4 bars in this part. Okay. Okay, here the other thing that's really tricky is that the ends of phrases are always going way up, and you think, oh great, it's done, and then you still have to go up a whole bunch of chromatic notes and all the way up into the passaggio. And you think, oh, am I ever going to have enough breath to do this? Right? So that's kind of where you're struggling here. So I think you would benefit from the idea that you have to feel bigger than you are, really grounded, really like that low center of gravity, exactly like that. But then on top of that is this feeling of staying open, like your ribs are expanding open, your low back is expanding open and down, your heart space is opening up and out. So your ribs are going up and out, and at the same time your low back, your tailbone is going down and back. So you're opening all the way in every direction. I don't mean for you to be stiff in that at all. It's not about pushing everything out. It's about having that motion. But if you really go with that idea that, yep, no matter what, no matter how long this phrase is, I have room to grow, physically grow, no matter how long the phrase is. Okay, so why don't we try, can we try measure 94, Nina? No, that way, yeah, kind of. Go. Commit. Really good. Okay, good. So now what I'd like to do is look at the, we're probably running out of time for this, but I would just like to look at the cadenza for exultate. It's not a mess. It's not a mess. So this movement is the same as the other one in that you have to just stay committed to the sound and the energy through all these really long passages. They're just like, you just have to stay. You can't be like, oh boy, I hope I have enough breath to get through when you're about, halfway through. You have to keep just boy, you have to have a lot of confidence and courage to get through them. Do you want to back it up a little bit so we're not starting right on that? Where's a good place to start? Sure. So how about measure 108, Nina? Okay, good. So can you what vowel are you going to sing this? Solant. So you're singing sola. That's what you're singing? Oh, but this is e. Solant. Oh, I see. Oh. Solant. So are you singing the word etera? Oh, but you're just singing ah in the middle. Okay. Solant ah. Whatever you're doing. I don't know, sorry. I only know the ones I know.
I wrote it.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Solant. Can you try singing it on air? Because you're having to put so many syllables into the very end.
I'll see if I'm be able to sing.
Yeah, but you don't worry about that. You just sing like you would anything, like UH, like Solant or whatever you're doing. Then you just have to fill in terakume at the end, and you don't have to worry about trying to fill in the entire word. But you don't have to worry about the vowel being on a high C. For heaven's sake, no. Just try it. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now you have to think of the whole thing as being, rather than da 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 da. It has to be one thing. I don't know, whatever your thing is. So can you do it again? I want you to think of the whole thing as one big long sweep. Okay? Okay, that'll work. Okay, yeah, so just stay in it. And rather than thinking little groups, you have to think the whole thing. Okay, good. Is there anything else? I mean, I just think too, one big thing I would say is stay in the vowel. Respondendo. You like to go respondendo or vestro, and you kind of close your jaw. Stay in the open jaw. Respondendo. Oh, vestro. Those kinds of words. Jubilate. Can you say it? Yeah, but you're going like this. You need to go you. There you go. So you have to have rounded lips on the y. So it goes for the xu as well. Exultate. You can't like do your lips into a U shape after you've already got there. That's English. This is, yeah, exactly. You, exactly. And then I would just say the main thing would be that the breath has to be in this excited, it needs to have that like fire in your belly kind of breath. Yep. Stay legato, yeah, blah 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 blah. Okay. I'm gonna let you check the Alleluia, the long melisma and the Alleluia, just to make sure you've got all the notes. And I feel like you maybe added a group of sixteenths in the Alleluia.
I sang. I don't think I came at the right.
I'm not sure.
I think you didn't hold the long note quite long enough. I think maybe I came at the wrong time or something. Started it early. Yeah, I probably sang at the wrong.
Okay, well, it looks like you knew something was wrong. Yeah. So as long as you know something was wrong, then I don't have to worry about it too much. Okay, would you like to sing List? We're kind of running out of time here. It's already 10 to 2, but that was 3 pieces basically, so great. Oh, okay, so tell everybody what this is.
Oh, Conjurador talks about a person that's gonna sleep, and when the person sleeps, the person is thinking about the lover approaching. Okay.
So who knows this song? Anybody? Okay. Anyone there at home? No, no one's ever sung this. Okay. All right. So this is really Liszt's only. I mean, he's got a lot of songs, but this is the only one people really do a lot. It's pretty famous. What is Franz Liszt known for? Anyone listen to his piano music? A lot of notes. A lot of notes. Really big hands, a lot of notes, flashy. If you ever have the joy of adjudicating young pianists and a teenage boy walks up on stage, you can bet that what they want to be playing is Liszt because it's really flashy and really showy, and they always make a big mess of it. You didn't hear me say that. You know, it's really, really technically complicated. Nina's laughing, but I'm right. Am I right?
Oh, you're 100% right. I don't like Liszt. It's not my jam.
It's crazy. And he also,
Which is maybe because I can't play more than half of it, but you know.
it's insane. It's
I also have
insane.
no desire to.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean,
The late stuff when he chilled out and
yeah,
went to like the monastery, that stuff's good.
right. But like the
Yeah,
kind of,
young full of testosterone Liszt is a lot.
and he was full of testosterone.
Extra.
He wrote that flashy stuff because he was a rock star. He was a total rock star. He had this, like, you know, if you look at pictures of him, the long hair, and like he was like super handsome, and I'm sure he was like oh my gosh, everyone wanted him at their party. He was a star, and women threw themselves at him, and that's why he played that stuff. This is not that song. But it's still flashy, even though it's like super calm, super piano. It's an impressive song, and people go bananas for this stuff when it's done like really, really well. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the only way we can get through a song like this is to sing with full voice 100% of the time, even when it says piano. So what I feel you're doing, again, is sort of testing it. And I feel like you're singing so quietly that you're not really singing with your full voice. And if you listen to actually what the piano is giving you, a lot of it is quite low, quite luscious. There's some really creamy sounds going on in there. And then it's our job to spin and shine on top of it, but never to, again, I feel like you're apologizing a little bit for sort of interrupting this piano piece. No. Sing, 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 sing. Piano, pianissimo, forte, they're all like relative, right? I mean, your forte against a jackhammer is going to sound piano. That's what I mean by relative, right? You just have to remember to fully sing. Okay, so can we start it again? Ooh, I want you to feel like your most tasty, warm sound that you can find. Deep, do not worry about piano, pianissimo. Just sing. Super legato. Listen to this. Like, that is so good right there. What does that mean? Un songe noir, something, something. I can't remember.
Dark dream.
Okay, so what has just happened in this story? I've never actually sung this because I'm too scared of it. I really am. Sur mon front, ou peut-être sachez un songe noir. Okay, so we've had this whole lovely thing where while I am sleeping, please come to me the way Laura appeared to Petrarch. So we're like harkening back to the ancient days, right? Right. So there's a darkness in me, and I want you to come and look at me and change my dream into something glorious. I think that's kind of basically the idea of it. So we have to find something more. So this isn't the sunshine sound anymore. I just want you to find that like moaning morning. It's not that the word is morning, but that you find that feeling of like, like something is terribly wrong in your emotions, not in your body. You want to go over in there? Sing it. Moan your way through. A black dream. Okay, good. Can you sing it a little bit more with a little bit more sound now? Just a little bit more oomph.
Okay.
Like it's mezzo forte. Take your time. Okay, let's just look at that one note. What is it, an F sharp? It's a G. Oh, G sharp. You just need to widen that inside space a little bit more. It's just like hanging out underneath the pitch a little bit because you're kind of being a bit too pulling down. Okay, so when we get into this cello section, you have to kind of go with it. We've just finished this dark section. You can hear it in the piano, right? Bum, 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 and then da ga di ga. So you have to be in the flow of what the piano has just done. Like it's a real listening moment right there. Okay, let's not worry about that right now. Let's go from puis sur ma lèvre and on my lips où voltige une flamme, where there is flickering a little flame. Oh my gosh, there's a flame flickering on your mouth. Well, what is that all about? Sing, sing, sing. Okay, so keep the idea going. Even though you're repeating text, there's a comma, you're repeating text. Keep the idea going. Soudain, mon âme s'éveillera, s'éveillera. Suddenly, my soul awakens. My soul awakens. Okay? You have to be in it.
Okay.
Go, open. Yeah, so you can't think decrescendo. You just have to sing. Just keep on singing, keep on singing. If you try to decrescendo, you're going to sort of fade and you're going to feel like you're squashing. Okay, can you actually keep? Okay, so there is a morendo, but I want you to keep these quarter notes steady. And I don't mean like like I want you to give them, I don't know, what is this? Depth? Okay. Tenuto. Okay. And you can breathe all over the place. This is the same time as Bellini. And this is the same time. Okay. And I think they all lived in Paris and they were all at the same salons and everything. So he's very, very influenced by what was going on with the voice at that point, like bel canto, right? Beautiful voice. That's the whole point of this song. So, so you can breathe. Are you taking a breath there?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, you can take breaths all over the place as long as they're part of the tempo and they're part of the line. Don't feel rushed in the breaths. Okay, so let's back it up to "Oh viens." Take your time. Go. Sing it. Keep going. Keep singing it. Yeah, that's all you need. And then you can stop. You don't have to sing until you have no breath. You sing until you're ready to be done. Until that line has gone like this. And you just like release it. You just let it go like out of you so that you don't have to like cut it or chop it or stop it. Because you have a G sharp forever. You can sing that forever. Good. What is the time? Okay. We are not going to get all the way through the Lucia, but should we start it?
Sure.
It's going to be the same. It's the same style, right? It's the same.
You gave me just the opening little aria bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
It's not the full.
Yeah. It's not
Okay, good. Because the whole mad scene is a bit of a
Okay.
lifelong undertaking.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, so you tell everybody what this is. What's happening?
It's about Lucia, the girl's. She got crazy because she's gonna marry to this other person.
A person who she
She doesn't love.
Yeah.
And then this is a part that she killed him because she got crazy. And
right.
then
it's her wedding night to a man she doesn't love.
Does she believe her lover is dead? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
He like tricked her.
and she goes completely nutso. She comes downstairs during this party scene, and she's covered in blood, and she has killed her husband in madness, and then proceeds to sing the longest, most amazing mad scene ever.
Il dolce suono mi copre sua voce, ma quella voce me qui nel cor dice io ti sorrezza, ergardo mio, ti sorrezza, fuggita io son da tuoi nemici. Un cielo mi specchia nesse voce ai piedi presso la fonte me cota si la si presso la fonte
Great. Okay. I was just gonna pull it up here so you can look at it a bit. What are you learning this for? Are you learning this for something or just because you want to?
It's so funny. I want to do the diva dance on my own.
You want to do the what on your own?
Diva dance.
Oh.
In the movie.
Oh.
Fifth Element.
Oh, The Fifth Element. Where that crazy blue.
Yeah.
I know. And she starts with. Does she start with this?
Yeah.
I thought it was the other aria. The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis. And there's this opera. They all go to see this alien opera singer. And it's like it's crazy. And then it goes into all these weird. Like it starts with this, and then it goes into all these really weird sounds. It's amazing. It's kind of like.
Yeah, I like that. I'm not gonna do that for the rest.
Well, no, because
I'm not doing that.
because the rest of it's impossible because it's not a human person. Have you guys? Am I the only person that's seen?
No, I've seen it.
You've seen it, but we're old. Sorry, Nina.
No, that's allowable.
Well, just Google Fifth Element opera, it's out there because there's a few people in the world who can actually sing the whole thing.
People who do it. There's a girl in town, Emily, who's done it.
Right. Yeah, because then it sort of turns into this like
Yeah.
It goes real
I
high.
like it.
really, really high. It sort of
Goes
like
to
has
F,
a like
I
a
think.
rock beat to it. Oh yeah,
I think it was F. Yeah.
yeah. Well, this roll goes
I've
up
been
to an
trying
F, but
that at home.
yeah, I mean it's amazing.
It's crazy.
I think it's super cool that a
Was it F or F sharp? Maybe it was F sharp.
yeah. Okay, so the thing about Lucia, the roll itself, is that it's all pretty low. The whole roll is kind of middle voice. Like it looks like, kind of, I don't know, could almost be like a mezzo roll. Except that all the stuff that's not written in the score that's expected is crazy high. And there are several high Fs in it. At least
I think there's A flat.
oh yeah. There's A flats all over the place. But there's an F at the end of the if you want to do it, it's not written in the score, but there's an F at the end of this. There's an F at the or there's no, it's not an F. A D or something at the end of the first aria. There's high Ds and Cs all over the place. But they're not actually written in the score. They're expected of the singer. So the thing is with this role is that you have to have a great low and middle voice, which is totally not what people think.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I can. These are all complete scores. Okay, so can we start this from the beginning again? Okay, so can you be right in it? You have to be like in it all the time. You can't go in and out because you have consonants.
Yeah.
Or semitones. Great. Now, no, what are you doing? No, okay, can you tell me what's your plan? What's your plan? Just tell me, what is the plan here? What do you have in your head? Yeah, okay, I don't care about the counting.
Wait.
How are you navigating from the high G to the low G? Like, do you have a dramatic reason?
I don't know.
That's the thing with this stuff. It looks simple on the page, but there's so much drama in this. I have no problem with you doing the glissando down. Absolutely, the portamento down. But it has to be like really, really within you. You can't come off the body because it sounds like it comes off the intention, the dramatic intention. Is not really that interesting. But
Okay.
You know what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Can you just try it? Let's just go back it up a little bit. Be really deliberate about these eighth notes. Da dee da dee da. Where do you want to start from? Aquella. You sort of went in and out on the last note. Okay. Stay in it. Just do the she's on.
Okay. I'll go for
go into chest voice there because you have it. So, yeah. And it's like you're committed to it. She's a kooky person right now. She is totally insane and is covered in blood and guts. And she's probably got a knife in her hand and she's, yeah. So, is not uncalled for. Chest voicing, not not yeah. Can I just hear you do it? Chest voice. A little bit rounder. Around. Yeah. Yeah. She's Go, stay. Yeah. Okay, but then don't push it so it goes sharp. But yes. Okay, do it again. So good. It's right at the very, like, the second last thing that happens in the opera. Then the tenor comes out and sings a big old thing. And I really wish he didn't. I always wish it was over at the end of this. It's kind of anticlimactic. Okay, try it again. Yes. Go on. Okay, good. So now, yeah, I know, but you're also, now you can choose to not do so much chest voice. Right? Because now it's, oh my God, Edgardo, the man of my dreams. Edgardo. You can be like a little bit more wispy with your sound. Do you know what I mean by that? Like, yeah? Okay, let's go from there. Yeah. Stay in the sound though.
Okay. Yeah. Can I go from that?
I think so too. And then set, like, you can set this on the beat if you know what I mean. So yeah, it's fine. You are correct.
I'm so used to it slowing down in my head
Down
that
everywhere?
Yeah, right there. And then it goes in tempo again.
Okay.
Good job. Let's go from there. kind of a rested section right here. You have to keep the idea moving forward rather than going PA 2, 3, 4. No, you gotta like keep it moving forward. I don't think. I mean, obviously you have to kind of give it the full bar, but it's never going to be. The conductor's never going to be going like, and now in a moment like this, because the orchestra's just holding this chord all the way through. They are not expecting a downbeat right here. And probably what the conductor's doing is going, and then looking at you, and then giving another beat and looking at you. They're not going to be doing this, I would bet. Maybe some would. Some might. But I would bet that they're not like beating it out and counting it. I applaud your dedication to the counting, though. I do, because that's been an issue for you before. Like a lot, like last year, you were always like, you're so like, I have to be exactly right in the beat actually all the time. And you don't, in a moment like this, you get to just like let that go a little bit. Okay. Let's just do, can we just do that one more time? Where do you want to go from? Trema? Is that what the word is?
Yeah.
Trema? Go. So, yeah, good. Can you actually sing all those notes rather than just sliding? Like, I really want you to hear all the notes. Then you can do. But you have to like be precise, because right now it just sounds like you're kind of sliding up. Can you just do that, and then we're done? Yeah. Tricky area, because you're going from chest voice. You're in that first passaggio, right? You have to decide where you're going into head voice. That's it. Good job, Jenny. Well done. Yay.
Thank you, Nina.
Good for you. Yep. Good. You can start thinking about doing some other bel canto stuff, maybe. Like, you know, like maybe not Lucia, because it's like other aria is really hard and really long, but like. Norina.
We cannot hear you, Robin.
There we go. Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So be here next time in the room if you can. If you're sick, stay home, obviously. Do not come in the building. You have to sign in. If you haven't been in the building, well, you all have, but there's a sign up sheet right outside the door there. I will continue to record them on Zoom just so that we can still have the video. You don't have to watch it if you're here. But then if you are a participant and you were singing that day, then you can see yourself and watch it. So next week is Sarah and Teresa. Am I right? Yay! So send your music to Nina and to me, and you'll each sing for like 50 minutes, 50, and we'll have a little break in between. Let's hope the air is clear. I'm just assuming it is. If you have any issues with any of that, please let me know. And yeah, I'm so looking forward to having you all here. Oh, it's gonna be great. Okay, everybody, have a great day.
Two.
Pavlina, do I see you at 5:30?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Bye.